Hello and welcome back to Bottom. My name is Beast. And today, you may be wondering what the fuck's going on. I literally just woke up earlier and immediately after eating, I've decided to do this. I've also decided to just put on the Hoshiori Mamidai OST in the background because I don't give a shit if I get if I have monetizations, and I don't have it anyways. But yeah, uh, I made a joke about doing it. Now I'm actually doing it. The pictures have been provided by Cactus. He did technically also provide a picture for the tiers and like an entire file to just do this in a separate program. But I was too lazy to do that, and instead made myself the additional work of just making this entire layout in OBS. Like, if I wanted to, I could just to show you that I'm fucking crackheaded with this. I could just get rid of the names for the tiers or the colors completely, because I actually just made every asset for the tier list in OBS. Also, the list of characters is literally all over the fucking place, since I accidentally didn't spawn them in as a group, so I had to put them all in the group back. So, there is no order. There is only chaos. So yeah, anyways. Tiers. Jaywalks without restraint, aka literally just jaywalks. He will jaywalk whether there are people there, whether there are no people there. Sometimes he'll even jaywalk if he sees a car oncoming. But hey, he's faster than the car, so who fucking gives a shit? So kind of self-explanatory, quite frankly. Jaywalks when no one is looking. The type of person that will literally not jaywalk ever while people are watching. Like, because for some reason he just feels weirdly guilty when they are, or for some other reason, who fucking knows. Doesn't jaywalk himself. He does not give a shit if other people jaywalk, but even if he is on his own at a red light with no cars around, he himself will not jaywalk. And the last tier, they will jaywalk, specifically to jaywalk after you, grab you by the scruff of your neck, and drag you back to the other side. So yeah, tiers explained. Let's get immediately to the first person. Tatevaki. I'd say he jaywalks. Like, this man jaywalks. Even more so if it's to follow a girl to the if there's a girl on the other side of the street. Like, he will just jaywalk after her, no fucking hesitation. Unless I'm misremembering. No, that should be the one. The Primal Arts 1 protagonist. Okay, next up is... Why are they all... Oh no, they're all bound together for some reason. I'm not selecting the contestants. I should probably increase the size of the contestants thing to max somehow. Yeah, let me just do that. Contestants are full screen, and then the individual people are smaller, and in here. There we go. Now we have Kazuma, which is the canonical protagonist of Making Lovers. And no, he does not give a shit either. Let me just make him the same size as Tatevaki. Then, as next is Takamine from Cafe Stella. Thus far, I think he wouldn't jaywalk while other people are around. Like, he would jaywalk when he literally sees no cars and no one else is around or something like that, but wouldn't jaywalk while other people are around. You know, if he Or I guess, you know what? I can't really put him in doesn't jaywalk, considering the game literally starts with him being run over by a car at a red light, so... Can't exactly put him there. Tobu Kaito is next. This man will specifically only jaywalk. I should have made a 5th tier jaywalker that jaywalks with the horde, quote unquote. I'm gonna put the with the horde people in here. Like, we'll specifically only jaywalk if everyone else at the red light is jaywalking. Next we have Shinkayuki, which is Koikari. He does not care. Like, he will jaywalk. He will jaywalk just for like, he will jaywalk if you pay him to. Akido, I personally think, honest to God, he doesn't jaywalk himself. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like Akito wouldn't jaywalk himself. Akito is the type to just not really care too much with other people jaywalk, but he himself is just like, well, I can still see the stars afterwards. I can just wait. This man just does not feel like he ever has that much of a, oh shit, I need to hurry up type deal. And someone's knocking, hold on. Alright. Was just told that I need to bring my grandmother some firewood later. Anyways, Yuto! What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Undo transformation, please. I feel like Yuto jaywalks. Yuto jaywalks? I think we all agree on that. Okay. Also, let's not do Make-A-Wish. Let's also not do Just a Moment. Let's try to avoid the actual vocal tracks in here. They are more likely to cause trouble. Anyways, next is Sakuma from My Clutchy Cupid. Sakuma feels like a doesn't jaywalk while other people are around type of person. Like, he is the type to be careful on his own. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'll put him in doesn't jaywalk. I'll put him in doesn't jaywalk. Like, specifically pre-injury. Like, I feel like pre-injury, he would jaywalk while no one's looking. Now, with the injury, he just kind of doesn't want to anymore. Like, just be careful and all that. Kazuki from Sugar Style. I honestly did not know that his name is Uribe Kazuki, but that's what I get for forgot at least. I should know this better than other people, since they always other people tend to name the MCs after themselves. The Harem Kingdom protagonist, which literally has no face. Absolutely jaywalks. Absolutely. This man gives no shit. Protagonist from Koiken Otome. I don't think he jaywalks. This man is more on the download. Actually, you know what? He probably jaywalks while no one's looking. Probably jaywalks when no one's looking. Urobe Keisuke from Onigoko. He specifically only jaywalks when no one's looking, because he will jaywalk above the street if he needs to. Like, this man just does not give a shit. But he will specifically only do that when no one's looking, because when people are looking, he's too paranoid about accidentally, undoing his cover. Masya from Princes of Angel. He won't jaywalk. He does not jaywalk, actually. Too much of a goody two-shoe. Like, he won't jaywalk himself. There is literally only one specific situation where he will jaywalk, and that is either to help someone or to run from debt collectors. But those cases are too specific for me to count. Nimiyukito from Giniro Haruka. He doesn't jaywalk. He is too scared of disappointing his parents. Okazaki Miharu from Yukikoe Melt. He will specifically jaywalk in every day in winter just to get home faster and not have to deal with the cold anymore. Ninomiya Hajime from Aishi Tell. He doesn't jaywalk. He does not strike me as someone that jaywalks. The lower tier is still completely empty, but that'll change. Kakeru. I said no vocal tracks. Thank you. Is Kakeru a jaywalker? You know what? Yeah. Yeah, Kakeru's a jaywalker. Thus far, we have a lot of jaywalkers. Honestly. Even though one of them is a person I would not really say would jaywalk that frequently, only when no one's looking. But he got run over by a car at a red light, and that I can't fucking excuse that, okay? Narumi Koki from Wagama High Spec. He specifically doesn't jaywalk because he is at home passed out again. Narita Shinri. Flamboyantly jaywalk. Actually, I feel like Narita would jaywalk after you to drag you back in a weird twist. Like, I feel like I have to kind of split him between jaywalks when no one is looking and jaywalks after you to drag you back. Because I feel like he could be either. You know what? Actually, yeah, I'm a fucking copy. Paste duplicate. He gets 2 spots on this list. Because he's just that much of a special little fucking snowflake. Yamato. Yeah, I don't feel like I have to explain myself. Or actually, he himself in most cases doesn't jaywalk, but that's specifically only because he uses the time he waits at the crossroad to fucking talk to people and increase his network. Keto from Ninki Seiyu. He does not strike me as one that would jaywalk while other people are around, but just not give a shit when it's just him. Narumi Yuki from Not Fiction. Narumiya Yuki from Not Fiction, aka Wholesome Wifey Time, which I still have a second game for that series, technically. I just haven't fucking touched it. He doesn't jaywalk when anyone's looking. Actually, you know, I'll... God fucking damn it. Yamato specific... the way I explained it, not Yamato belongs in here, and then I'll put Yuki in here. Only because I don't really remember him well enough. Mutsura Yuto from Draku Riot. He specifically only jaywalks after you to drag you back because he is a part of a police force. And, you know... That's problematic. He has to, it's kind of his duty to, you know, take care of shit like that. Away from If My Heart Had Wings. This man full on chases a car going at full speed on his bicycle down the highway. You can't tell me that he doesn't jaywalk. Miyamoto Takeru from Slobbish Dragon Princess. I would say he specifically doesn't jaywalk because he is too hungry and lacks the energy, or quite frankly, any kind of enthusiasm to speed up enough to where jaywalking is a possibility. Which actually does make it so he is kind of in here. Like, he jaywalks if there's no cars, because that means he can just stroll across without having to speed up. Mimori Ichiro. He is a soldier. So, I personally feel like he wouldn't jaywalk. Like, he is the type to not jaywalk. Actually, no, I'm putting I'm putting him in here. Like, he's the type to jaywalk after you, drag you back, and then fucking talk about his drill sergeant would beat the shit out of you for jaywalking. Marco absolutely jaywalks. Marco gives no shits. Marco does not care. Jin from Secret Agent. He for the same reason as Kaito and Urabe and Keisuke, he would not jaywalk. He's like in a weird misconception where he feels like he shouldn't jaywalk because that might make because he would automatically like get faster or something and accidentally blow his cover. At least at least he himself thinks so. Kono Takaaki, which this is actually the first time I've seen his face. God fucking damn it! Don't do that. And do transformation. Kono only really jaywalks while people aren't looking. Like, he specifically jaywalks while no one is looking or as a challenge only. Which I would argue belongs in when no one is looking. Komori Sosuke. I barely remember him, but I say he jaywalks. This man fucks his little sister, he jaywalks. Like, what is one more crime? Next is Kozuka Daichi. He does not jaywalk. He himself does not jaywalk. He specifically only jaywalks if it for some reason would impress a girl, which jaywalking itself doesn't impress a girl, so he doesn't. And it's not like he himself wants to impress the girl, it's literally just him being fucking heart-baked into doing that kind of thing. Kosaka Yo from Hoshizora no Memoria. He himself doesn't really jaywalk. Like, he will jaywalk if it's on his own. Sorry. Yeah, I personally feel like he wouldn't. I don't know what it is. I just feel like he wouldn't. I feel it in my bones, you know. Koga Michiru from Clockwork Leyline. I would say he himself doesn't jaywalk, not because he himself wouldn't, but because he jaywalked once while his little sister was nearby, and she started crying because when they were kids back then, right after the incident. So ever since then, he stops jaywalking, just because he immediately feels bad for Michiru. I say that, fuck. You know what? Why the fuck would you watch this if you haven't at least, like, an idea of all the fucking VNs I've played? So, who cares? Hirotaka from Renai Royale. He jaywalks specifically to run away from Prez. And to... and to run after Bass Girl. Katagiri Yuma. He is too bland. Like, this man is so bland and stupid. He doesn't even consider that jaywalking is a possibility, so he himself doesn't. I still hate that man, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Kake Kyotaro. He specifically doesn't jaywalk because he is too busy reading. Like, he does not even notice that no one is around. Like, if he is at a red light on his own, he'll probably accidentally miss that it turns green because he's too immersed in the reading. Like, it literally takes him other people walking across the street for him to jaywalk. Because, like, he sees other people crossing the street and he's like, oh, green light, and just walks even if it's red. So I would personally say that it doesn't jaywalk himself. Counts here. Kazami Yuji specifically only doesn't jaywalk because he thinks that's what because he thinks no students jaywalk for some reason. But the moment he sees like an actual student jaywalking, he immediately says fuck it and just jaywalks every single time. Even actually, that kind of puts him up here. It kind of puts him up here. Like, he doesn't jaywalk because he's like, students wouldn't jaywalk. And then he sees one singular student jaywalk once, and he will jaywalk even if a car is, like, almost at the fucking red light about to pass the fucking street, you know? He just, like, runs over, like, a fucking second before the car would come over. Ibuki Kanato from... Parquet. He does not even know that jaywalking is a concept. This man is a newborn. He just accidentally jaywalks. He accidentally jaywalks. Like, he doesn't consider that jaywalking is even a thing that is, you know, a thing, vaguely put. But and ends up accidentally jaywalking because he doesn't even know that it's the wrong thing. Ichimatsu Oro from Kinkoi. He feels like a jaywalker when no one's looking. Like, specifically, it's not that he doesn't jaywalk if there's other people waiting at the red light. He himself, I feel, he himself just jaywalks if there's no cars, but does not give a shit if there's other people. Like, he wouldn't jaywalk if there's like a car oncoming, which some of the people up here would literally just quickly run across before the car is right at the light, right at the crossing, but wouldn't jaywalk. But it wouldn't stop him from jaywalking if there's like literally a person waiting next to him. Hoshina Shuji from Sabbath of the Witch. He tried jaywalking once and it gave him a fucking headache, so he's never done it again. Hondo Chunichiro from My Girlfriend is the President. He cares not. he just does not give a shit. Like he will try to jaywalk, and his childhood friend, who is currently the president, literally forces the red light to become green. Hino Ryosuke. In most cases, he wouldn't jaywalk, I feel. Like, I feel like he wouldn't jaywalk in most cases. I don't know why. Inaba Toru. He himself doesn't jaywalk. He's too much of a good boy. Like he would specifically jaywalk in a situation that would make him jump out a window, but those usually make him jump out a window. So he just doesn't jaywalk because he's a fucking puppy. Hase Hiroshi, he also doesn't jaywalk in most cases. Like he jaywalks to run from delinquents, but that's about it. Which actually, you know, put him in here. Actually. He's an emergency jaywalker. Hakuoro from Utavaru no Prelude to the Fallen. He himself jaywalks when no one's looking. Like, he jaywalks himself while no one's looking. Specifically because he feels that he needs to be like a fucking example or something. Haku from Mask of Deception. He doesn't jaywalk. And you may be wondering, Beast, what the fuck are you talking about? Haku absolutely jaywalks. It's not that he doesn't want to jaywalk, it's that he literally can't. Because if he even tries to jaywalk, Kuon, who is down here, will grab him with her tail and drag him back under excruciating pain. Handanora. He is literally a stray cat. Stray cats don't give a shit. He jaywalks. Indiscriminately. Fujishima Takumi from Noble Works. He specifically doesn't jaywalk because the person that he's the double for doesn't jaywalk. Like he just has to act like he just wouldn't jaywalk ever. Like he would. Actually, that kind of puts him above. Yeah, that kind of puts him above. Like he himself jaywalks, but since he has to act like the other dude, the rich kid, which I forget his name. Noble Works. Also, I'm like genuinely trying to ignore the soundtrack right now because the soundtrack has caused me to break out into tears multiple fucking times in my life. Shuri, right? It was Shuri. Specifically, he only doesn't jaywalk because Shuri doesn't jaywalk. But he himself would absolutely jaywalk. Fuzenaoki. Fuzenaoki does not give a shit. You think someone that, you know, does all the fucked shit that he does cares about a red light? Nah. Fujimaren from Ditzy Demons. He wouldn't jaywalk, I feel. Like he absolutely would not jaywalk. He specifically would only jaywalk because one of the girls drags him after her. Asagiri Kaito. Do I even have to fucking explain myself? I feel like I don't, so I'm just not going to. Asagiri Tatsuya. Not related with Kaito. He only jaywalks while no one's looking. Like, that is purely on instinct. Asaba Yuma. He does not care enough to jaywalk. It's not that he doesn't want to, it's that, who fucking gives a shit? You know? That's why he doesn't jaywalk. Arihara Satoru. Same reason as all the other secret agent type characters. He has like this weird misconception that he would that he would be, you know, his secret identity would be revealed if he were to ever jaywalk. Masaomi. He literally cannot jaywalk because there are no red lights in Hori. Celestia is a nice soundtrack, but like I said, no vocal soundtracks. But yeah, Masomi, I feel like would jaywalk when no one's looking, but he lacks the necessary street lights to be able to jaywalk. Oh, also, I just realized he goes here. Aoba Kyosuke. Who is this again? From Furedaba. Can we stop doing that? Why does it just slingshot itself off to the side? He jaywalks. Akahoshi Luna. Akahoshi Luna. He specifically is idiot enough to jaywalk after you to drag you back. Like, he doesn't do it out of a sense of responsibility or something. No, he's actually just that stupid. Ozai Satoru from Kurosuronatsu no Last Resort. Yeah, he only doesn't jaywalk while no one's looking. So yeah, that's the tier list. It's actually surprisingly even. Now that I think about it, like, I think 3 down below here would fit behind my webcam if I were to do that. So everyone has like everyone except for will jaywalk after you to drag you back roughly has like an entire row full, and then like 2 more in the next row. So it actually did end up surprisingly even. Huh. Interesting. Oh well, but yeah, that's the fucking tier list. Do not fucking ask me why I did this. And do not fucking question my choices. I will probably literally just leave this in here. Actually, that is something I could do. That is something I could do. I will just leave this scene in the back here. And every time I finish a visual novel, I'll just grab a picture of the newest MC and rank them in here as well until like one of them is completely full. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this small little meme video. Bye bye.